as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Makes the quick grab. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter, but you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Not much room. He gets one down to the 7.
Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looks as if he's going to run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. A run for the quarterback. And he
That's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to throw. It's Sayin. Fires left. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Pocket starts to collapse. Quickly complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game, so the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Virginia took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Cavaliers that fired on all cylinders. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Feeling some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
That's a really nice throw. And you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
After 4-yard line. 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's the give off the left side. Across the 25, he's got room. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They go 83 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop.
Nothing but green ahead.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He can find the end zone. Now 60 career touchdown catches.
I mean, that is just silly that this guy is always finding ways to get in the end zone. Like, you know they want to take him away. He is the focal point. 60 touchdowns, you know they're going to throw him to him. Palmer keeps making plays.
And David, throughout his career, we've seen defenses try everything to stop this guy. They bracketed him, double coverage, man coverage, zone coverage. It doesn't matter. He's the ultimate weapon. 60 touchdown catches is so good.
That one bounced through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He wants to throw. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Leaves it with the back. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening.
All kinds of running room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as a kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown Sooner! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, open up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
He looks that one in nicely. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, what a nice touchdown touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And he makes the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right here. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And the defense has it. They're going the other way.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quick strike complete.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The inside handoff. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 on the play. Second down coming up.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And the pummeling has started. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns Palooza. What a nice day.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This guy is so comfortable in zone coverage. They're playing cover 2, and he's just back there roaming around in the middle of the field. He's so confident in his speed to break on the ball. As soon as he saw where the QB was trying to go with it, he put his heel in the ground, accelerated, and made the pick.
They'll come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. coming after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 42, Ohio State 14.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quarterback will audible.
42.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the D does it again. I feel like it's a repeat. You can play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run, limiting the big plays, and they do it again. Just watch them where they're supposed to be. They're physical. They don't give up a lot of tackles, a lot of yards after the tackle. Just a great performance by this team.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Quickly out to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll leave it with him. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Caught, close to the marker, it's LeBlanc. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first possession.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Looking to throw on second down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Line getting set on second down.
3:25.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Starts to scramble to the left. Trying to escape and get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
To the wideout. Gain of 17 on the play. Good enough for a first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
42 spot.
He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interceptions. This one's almost over.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
The offense with a big opportunity in the red zone.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.